right, so the first part of getting the right physical activity is working those TAs. The second part is stretching. We do a horrible job teaching our kids how important stretching is. Unfortunately, if you're like me, you didn't do a lot of it when you were a kid or even in your younger years, so I had to kind of relearn what it's like to stretch properly. So the first thing you know about stretches is that you have to do the stretch for at least 20 seconds in order for it to work. So each stretch is going to be held for 20 seconds. If you want to play music with a good beat and you can kind of count the beats, that's one way to do it. There's tons of timers out there, Tabata timers and exercise timers that you can do it. I just do it by breathing. I know that a full breath in and a full breath out is about 4 seconds for me. So I can take 5 good in and out breaths with every stretch, and that does it. So this stretch session that I do every single day takes about 5 minutes. So I'm not going to go through the 20-second holds, but I am going to show you the different stretches. Stand up, get a nice shoulder width stance. First thing that I'm going to do is pull my hand backwards. The next thing is do forwards. So you're going to do both hands like that. Then I'm going to work on the neck. Gently turn it to the left. And again, you're going to go to the right. And then put your arm behind your back. Grab the top of your head and gently roll it to the side. You'll do that on the other side as well. Then you're going to come to a standing position, pull your feet in a little bit closer, and you're going to go up to the top, and you're going to stretch high. Then you're going to stretch to one side. Of course, you'll do the other side. And then you're going to stretch down, and you're going to roll your vertebrae. So instead of bending at the waist, try to bend each vertebrae down so that it's like you're hugging a beach ball. And only go as far as your hamstrings and your back allows. Luckily, I do this a lot, so I can go pretty much all the way down to the ground. And then once you get to that point where you're stretching, that's when you start your breaths. You'll come back up, take your hands out wide, and then I like to do 20 arm circles, and then opposite 20 arm circles. Next, grab your elbow and pull it down low. After you've done the other side, grab your elbow and pull it across your face. Now you're going to start working on your hamstrings. So any surface that you can grab it. You're going to pull your front knee 90 degrees to your foot, and then straighten out your back one. You can go as low as feels comfortable, and then you're just going to stretch your hamstring. Just literally stay in one spot static and just stretch. And then you're going to do the other side. Next, again, if you need to hold on to something, you can, but you don't have to. Grab the foot with that hand and try to make your body as straight as possible. If you have mirrors, it's easy to see if your body's straight. And you're going to hold that stretch for 20 seconds and then do the other side. And then we're going to get on the floor. All right, once you're on the floor, I want you to do, I like to just call it a butterfly. Put your feet together. Completely relax your lower back and the rest of your body. If it tends to arch a little bit, that's okay. And just splay your legs open. Again, if you're just not doing this, this may be as far as you can get. You might even have to, because it may be painful, you might even have to hold your legs a little bit to relax them. Relax them as far down as you can until they start stretching. And hold that for 20 seconds. Next, you're going to do what I like to call static hamstrings. So you're going to put one leg out flat. You're going to grab under the knee of the other leg. Make your core nice and strong, and in other words, do a TA stretch. and then pull your leg up. Do that 20 times on each side. Next, bend your knees, place your hands on the ground, and do a bridge. Now with a bridge, where you set your knees, which should be about hip distance, you don't want them to splay out or go in. You want to try to keep them at exactly the same location when you push up and do your bridge. You can either hold it for 5 seconds and let it down, hold it for 5 seconds and do 20 of those, or you can do 20 pumps. Each one is fine, it's just whichever one you like the best. And then last but not least, feet a little bit further apart, cross your foot to one side, and then grab your knee and pull it the opposite direction. So you're pulling your left knee to your right shoulder. Hold it for 20 seconds, and then do the other side. So there's obviously many more stretches that you can add to this routine, but for me, that's the one that works all my body parts and gets the blood flowing and gets me loose. And I promise, if you will do your TAs every morning, and then right after that, you might as well go ahead and do your stretch. That's going to take you 6 or 7 minutes every morning, and that is the start to having the right physical activity you need. Thanks guys, love you. A couple of notes about stretching. Don't overstretch. You want to stretch enough to feel it, but don't be aggressive about it and overstretch. That's a good way to tear things up. So you know, if you go just to the point to where you feel the body area that you're stretching start to get tight, perfect. Don't overdo it. Secondly, if you can think about that TA core exercise, every time you stretch, every time you work out, every exercise you do, if you can engage that TA core before you do the stretch or the exercise, you're gonna be a lot safer with your body, and you're just gonna continue to strengthen those muscles in there. So don't overstretch and engage those TAs. Love you guys.